What's going on, Lawn Care Nation? So we're back at my house now. I've had the Gravely Pro Stance out today, and so I took it out for its maiden voyage, I guess you would say. So let's see, we weren't able to do a whole lot. It's been so wet, we had to skip a lot of properties. We put 2 hours on it today, so it's a good start. I'm going to show you guys mowing my yard, and then at the end I'm going to talk a little bit about the initial thoughts, what I initially like, what I dislike, things like that. That way you kind of get an idea. And I'm going to show you, we're getting ready to cut my grass, and it's been so long. I don't know if you can really, if the picture is going to give it any justice here, but I mean it's overgrown. I mean, you can see how much I'm taking off. That's actually about a week, about 9 days since mowing. So it's growing super fast here. Tons of rain. We're not able to get a whole lot done, but we just kind of got to do what we can do. And I'm gonna get some video mowing with this thing, and let's see how it stripes. Let's see how it stripes compared to the Walker and the Ferris. And like I said, I'll come back at the end and I'll give you my initial thoughts on what I think about the machine so far. All right guys, so we got it finished. The Pro Stance didn't disappoint. It done a great job cutting. I've heard a lot of people say that they have problems with it leaving some stragglers, but I didn't have an issue. And you've seen how tall it was. I mean, this stuff was about 6 inches tall, and we mowed it at 2.5 inches. So we mowed it all the way down on 2.5. Didn't have any issues with any stragglers. Of course, this is a lot more rye than anything, so rye is just a little easier to cut. No bogging. Didn't have any kind of bogging issues. Some things I got to get used to is the larger trim side of the deck sticks out further than what I have on my Ferris by, you know, a good 6, 7, 8 inches out the side there. So I have to get used to that when I'm making my stripes. I've got to make sure to get that deck all the way over instead of going off the caster wheel like I do in my Ferris. I usually guide myself off of that. Little things that I like are the controls. The controls on this machine are so smooth. They're a lot smoother actually than my Ferris. My Ferris is a little bit on the jerkier side, but I've gotten used to it over time that now that I'm using something super smooth, I've got to get used to that again. And so I tend to kind of want to overcorrect a little bit and may leave a little straggle, a little area there where my stripe gets a little crooked. So that's my fault though. Take a little time. Once I get used to it, you know, I'll be fine. Fuel gauge is set up a lot like the Ferris. It's down through the hole. You look down through the hole just like on the Ferris. I'm not a big fan of that on Ferris, having that fuel gauge through the hole. It's really hard to see. They did go to a white gauge as opposed to a black gauge, so that made it a little easier. The Gravely itself also is, let me show you. We get down in here and you can see it's a lot more lit up. Even though it is a dark gauge, there's nothing in front of it like on my other mowers. You know, it's kind of shaded down in there, whereas with the Gravely you don't have that shade. So you can see the fuel gauge. From my understanding, that's a huge upgrade from what they had before. You had to get off the mower to see the fuel gauge before. So where they added that, it's good that the operator can still stand on the platform. Something I really like is this. The platform, you're able to lift it up. You can lift it up and lock it into place. That's super nice for storage on a trailer. I can actually turn this machine sideways on my trailer, whereas my Ferris I can't turn it sideways. And they've also got the foot pedal here for, you know, if you want to feather the deck over stuff, you can lift up and down on that and don't have to take your hands off the controls. So first time using it, like I said, it's got 2.5 hours on it so far. Got a little things to get used to. Other than that, initial thoughts so far is I do like the machine. I like it. There may be some things that may pop up over time, but right now I do like the machine. I'm not going to say it's better than my Ferris just yet, but you know, we'll see as time goes on. Like I said, I've got 100 hours on this machine. I can put 100 hours on it or up until the end of summer. So let's see over that course of time what I think as we get a little further into it. So like I said, this is just an initial thoughts on the machine, so kind of take that with a grain of salt right now. Let's see where it takes us as time goes on. Let's see what kind of fuel efficiency it has, how easy it is to clean the deck, how easy it is to change blades, things like that. So durability wise, but anyway guys, that's it. We can't catch a break. It's just so wet, and we're just doing what we can. So hey everybody, make sure you stay safe, wash your hands. I know coronavirus is a big thing right now, so make sure you're practicing good hygiene, washing your hands, not touching your mouth or face after touching other things. So but make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.